Hi, I'm Gary and welcome to my shop. In this quick video, I'm going to show you about using this pen squaring jig. This is the same one that RJB Woodturner featured recently on his channel. He had the one that was a bit larger, and he also used it with a disc sander. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use this with the Ridgid Oscillating belt and spindle sander, using the belt of course on this. And I'll show you how to set this up. And it's a great jig to use. You can use whatever size punch here for whatever fits into your tube for your pen body that you're doing. And that tightens it down and you can get these pen ends perfectly squared up. This is a lot safer than using the barrel trimmers that we've so often been using in the past. And those often have 4 blades, are circular, they stick into the tube and square up, or the body to get it all squared up. And those blades can sometimes catch, break out a piece, kind of ruin your workpiece. If you're doing some pieces that are like $20 or more for the bodies, that can be very disheartening when you do that. So stay tuned here. I'm going to show you how to do this on the Ridgid sander. This is the jig that I got from Signature Pen Supply. And I got the short one because I don't have the big sanding disc. I just got this oscillating belt and spindle sander from Ridgid, and this seems to work like it'll work pretty well on this. It gets plenty of coverage on there. But one problem I notice is how this arm here is located, because you got to put the rod in here, then your pen blank on to hold it and twist it while you're doing the sanding, and I'll show you how I do that later. But I looked at this and I thought, well, geez, how am I supposed to get up there and get a good square? And then after looking back at RJB Woodturner's video, I noticed that this is actually over on this side here, and it does have a threaded hole over here, so I can move this over to the other side. Simple solution. Another thing to give me some better control is I may need to trim down this height of this fence here to at least the top of that, so I can have maybe easier to get a clamp on. Hold this in place for me as I try and work the pen blank against the sander disc or belt. So I'll get that switched around. A couple of things I've done here now is I reversed this from this side over to that side so I can go flat up against this fence here. I put in this drive pin for disassembly of pens as it fits this particular tube that I'm doing perfectly well. I got it so it doesn't go quite all the way through it, and then I can kind of push up against the belt to sand down the ends and get that smooth. So that's the closest fit I could get. It's a tad bit loose, so when I get to the sanding part I'll show you how to try and hold this so it stays square to the belt. Now I've also cut down the fence on this so it's level with the top of that. Depending on the type of miter gauges that you have, some of them are more of a flat stamped out steel, whereas this one has more body to it. So it's going to be difficult to put something on. I put this up here and then keep this about a 1/4 inch away or something from the belt. Then what I can do is to put this clamp on here, and I hold things in place, try and keep it flat and square as I tighten up this clamp. This serves as my C-clamp, like Rob was using in his video. Now I've got it secured there. As far as my miter gauge goes, I've got a spring clamp on here which keeps it from moving at that point. Now I'm going to reposition here a little bit and I can show you how I do this. Okay, so I've got everything set up here to go. Basically what I'm going to do is when I'm pushing this in to sand, it's got a little bit of flex, looseness to it, and the belt is running in this direction here. So what I'm going to do is hold against this part here as I push it up, hold it square to this rod so I can keep a good square point on here. This is good and flat here, and it's square to my miter gauge. So I've got this end good and squared up, got the shiny brass end of the tube. Now I'll work on the other end, getting that squared. Okay, I've got that one. Well, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and you got some inspiration from it to do some squaring up for your pen blanks. If you did, please give me a like and share it with your family, friends, and fellow craftspersons. Also, please subscribe to see what I may come up with next, and be sure to hit that bell icon so you won't miss out on anything. I also greatly appreciate all your comments. I get a lot of great ideas from you and tips and tricks. So if the women don't find you handsome, at least they should find you handy. Thank you.